Hi, my name is Kiana and I'm an American living in Paris, and this is my December vlog.
So I'm leaving school. It's about 8:45 at night, and basically for these past 2 weeks, maybe more, I've been at the school. Usually if I'm not working late or staying late to work on a group project, then I'll work on a blog post. And yeah, it's been like 10-12 hour days at the school. So many group projects. Basically, when school resumed, of course, everything is due all at once. So there's just like a mad push to get everything done, everything wrapped up, and I just can't wait to be done with my group projects. Then I also need to work on my thesis and apply to more internships. So still got a lot to do. But basically that's been the routine. Overall, I feel just a little tired, but I really feel like I'm totally back in undergrad, like I'm just completely immersed in school again. Sleepless nights and stress that comes with being a student. But it's all good. I love seeing my friends, and we all suffer, of course, together. So it makes it worthwhile.
So today is Saturday afternoon. It's about, I think, 4 already in the afternoon, and it is so cold. Like, I know I've been saying it's cold, but now not just me, like everyone is saying it's cold now. So it's so cold. I'm wearing a scarf, a sweater over my sweater, a cardigan, scarf, slippers. My fingers are just like little popsicles, and I'm so cold. I have heat in my room, but because of the energy crisis, I try not to turn it on. I've been drinking a lot of tea, and I have plans to meet a friend for ramen for dinner. I'm so excited. And then one of my French friends is hosting at her place and is going to make crepes tonight for dessert. So I'm so excited. Now it's getting like harder and harder to go out because it's so cold outside. But with the idea of fresh crepes in mind, I'll definitely be leaving the apartment for that. But I guess this is my life like this for the next few weeks until I go home for the holidays. So I feel like Christmas came early because my parents sent me some PR packages that I was sent back in the States, and I finally have everything. And so I'm going to spend this afternoon to open everything up and share with you what I got. So first things first, I got this sweatshirt, t-shirt, and amazing mug from this brand called Modern Society. They are based in Aspen, Colorado, and they feature a lot of cool small brands in their shop. I also received this beautiful package from Giorgio Armani with some makeup inside. So here I have the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Perfect Glow Flawless Foundation. They also sent me the Luminous Silk Multi-Purpose Glow Concealer. I also have the Eye Tint Silk with a satin finish. And another eye tint silk with a different shade, also with a satin finish. Last but not least, I got this amazing scented candle from Maison Margiela. The scent is by the fireplace, and literally as we speak now, it is still my favorite candle to have on my nightstand. I absolutely love it. The scent is kind of woody and warm. It's just exactly what you would want to wake up to and go to bed to at night or in the morning. And I just love this candle so much. It just smells so good, and it's a perfect candle for the winter. So tonight I'm meeting a friend for ramen in the
little Tokyo district of Paris, and I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. And there's a huge line, so good thing I wore a lot of layers to be warm.
No, it's good.
Guarda che non sei uno, mi sa.
No, sono due.
There's like little popsicles. This bag conversion is way too heavy. I don't know why I do this to myself again.
So here I have some butterflies that I made out of paper, a 3D Christmas tree, which actually I think these turn out the best. And then down here I also have some very kind of sad looking snowflakes, but I think they turn out okay. I mean, I started out with the snowflakes and then I made the butterflies and then I ended up with the tree. So clearly my paper skills got better as I kept going, but here is our Christmas tree, and I made the topper, and I think it's quite fanciful. It kind of reminds me of something at like a dinner party, like folded napkins. So here is our gorgeous little Parisian Christmas tree. I'm so happy with it. Okay, so for my American friends, just so that you can see how tall the tree is relative to me, I'm 5'7", and this is the size of our tree. It's actually quite full, and like I'm quite happy with it. We really don't have space for anything bigger than this, but by American standards, it's such a small tree. It's very cute. I put, well, my roommate put these little lights on our tree, which is so perfect. And then I made these paper ornaments and used some yarn to hang them up. But we are definitely students on a budget, so this is the best that we could do with what we had to work with. But I kind of love the all white, and my roommate calls it minimalist, and it's definitely a very minimalist tree, but it feels so nice and cozy and festive to have this little tree in the apartment, so I'm really happy with it.
So today is my last day of classes for the fall-winter semester. The sky is so blue today, and of course I'm running a little bit late to class, but we should be fine. And I'm a little bit out of breath. My shoulder is on fire from carrying my laptop, lunch, thermos, like, oh. Cider. 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 Okay, So it's Thursday, I'm back at the school. I realized I don't have any paper or a printer. So to print my study guide and little cheat sheet that I'm allotted for my data analysis exam, I decided to come to the school so that if anything I can at least get some paper. I have a call for a language learning platform that my school organized because I'm really, really behind on learning French. And then I have another call at 5:30 for a Zoom session, study session for my data analysis exam. And let's see. And then later this evening, I'm meeting my friend Bianca for homemade pizza. Homemade Italian pizza, so I'm really, really excited. Just got a lot of things to do this afternoon, and oh man. And then tomorrow we leave for our Champagne visit for my wine and spirits class. So a lot to do, a lot of studying. It's just like the home stretch, and I just want to do as much prep beforehand so that I can just breeze through my exams and hopefully finish on a high note.
So one of the highlights of my first semester abroad was being able to go visit the region of Champagne for my wine and spirits class. It was a little bit rough in the morning because we had to catch the bus at 7 in the morning, and I'm definitely not a morning person, but it was a lot of fun, and it was really, really amazing to visit all these different wineries and see how champagne is made. So for our first visit, we went to Champagne Joffrey, and honestly, I was just impressed by everything. First of all, the maison was just really, really beautiful, and our guide was really insightful and knowledgeable. It was done mostly in French, but it's okay. You can still understand, I feel like, the gist of it. And it was just an amazing experience to see how all the wine is stored, the winemaking process, the aging process. Honestly, I'm not someone who really drinks a whole lot, but it is a really cool science just to learn about the aging process, the winemaking process, and how each house specializes in making their own version of champagne.
Just the way I move, some lines are flooding.
And of course, at the end of each visit, we got to try some champagne, which was so much fun. I just felt like it was a little bit early to be drinking. I think at this point it was only 10 in the morning, but you know, went in Champagne. And of course, everything was super delicious. It was just an amazing experience. I know I said that so many times, but I can't stress that enough. For lunch, we wandered around the town and had my Italian friends' leftover pizza. It was still so delicious, and we shared a Perry breast. For our next visit, we went to Champagne Bullinger, and this maison was even more beautiful than the last. I thought it just looked so charming, and I was so excited for this visit. During the visit, we learned a lot about terroir, which I'm probably not pronouncing it right, but it basically refers to the soil or the earth used in growing the vines, and this is something very special and very specific to the region of Champagne, and it's what makes the Champagne grape so special. And we also got to explore some beautiful vaults of where they store the wine for Champagne Bullinger. Honestly, because I'm someone who doesn't drink very often, I had a hard time fully appreciating the flavors of the different champagne that we were drinking, but it was an amazing experience just to learn about the winemaking process and all that goes into making beautiful and iconic champagne.
I don't get why I...
Look at these! Look
Wow! Yeah!
Yesterday was so bad.
Oh, wait. Congelati.
It's a video. It's a video. So I know it's a little bit excessive. I got a baguette, or sorry, don't kill me. I got a tradition, a cake, and my little apricot pastry, and a slice of cake. So I know it's kind of a lot, but I'm just so starving because I didn't eat pretty much after I made pasta today. So I feel like this is like a really solid big one meal of the day. And I just am craving salt, sugar, and fat like crazy. And I think it's just because it's so cold outside. Like even when I cook now, these windows get foggy because of the steam and condensation because it's so cold outside. So a little salt, fat, and sugar to get me through these next 48 hours before my finals on Monday. So I think I'm just indulging a little bit my cravings for the sake of sanity and just general happiness and warmth, because ooh, it's not even, I think, like full-fledged winter. Like it's just the beginning, and I'm already quite cold all the time. So today's day, it's finals. I have 2 hours until my finals. I can't believe it. I'm currently making my little study guide that I'm allowed to have on my statistics exam, and look how small. Look how small everything is. I'm handwriting it because I don't have a printer, and the school, it's kind of hit or miss if I'm able to print. So study guide, and I'm working on filling because we're allowed to do both sides, so I'm working on filling out the other side. And oh my god, it's like really kind of bittersweet. Like I can't wait for these exams to be over and just be done with studying for this semester. All right, I'm all bundled up. Got my keys, Metro Pass, earmuffs, and I'm ready to go. I can't believe this is my last day going to La Defense for school for this semester. I got my tote bag with my computer and study guide, laptop, sorry. It's such a mission to get dressed now to go out. I'm wearing a sweater, my mom's like snow coat underneath, the Zara coat that I bought at MAU's over. I got fingerless gloves, earmuffs, scarf. Then today I'm a little bit casual with jeans and sneakers because it's not raining, so it should be fine to wear the white sneakers. But this is a very typical outfit of what I'd wear to school now in the winter because it's so cold and my school doesn't turn the heat on. So we just sit there in the cold with our coats on because they're trying to save energy. There's definitely, I'm fully aware of the energy crisis here in Europe, so trying to save energy. And yeah, so we just wear our coats and scarves at the school to stay warm. So before everyone went home for the holidays, I decided to host a little holiday party at my place. I wanted to do a little cookie decorating party. I know it's super American and I just thought it would be super, super fun. So I made
homemade sugar cookies, and we made our own colored frosting. It was a little bit of a mess, but it all turned out okay in the end, and I was super pleased with all the different colors that we had to play with. And then for dinner, my Italian friends made homemade pizza. I swear my friend Bianca's homemade pizza is like one of my most favorite things to eat, and so she was directing all of us on what to do in the kitchen and how to make the pizza. She already prepped the dough during the day, so all we needed to do was add all the different toppings. So we had a few rounds of pizza first before we started decorating cookies. Bianca was gracious enough to make us a few different kinds, the one with potatoes and then one with arugula, and in the meantime I was baking my sugar cookies for us to decorate. The next day, I helped my friend Letty take her luggage to the bus station so that she could go home for the holidays to Italy. I missed her so much already, but thank goodness we were able to reunite later. And then Bianca and I went last minute holiday shopping at Bon Marché, and she bought this tote bag. There's nothing quite like holiday shopping in Paris. The decorations, the department store, everything is just magical and enticing and beautiful. So I just felt really, really lucky to experience the holidays in Paris for the first time. But at the same time, I was very much ready to go home because it's just so cold everywhere. So it's about 12:30 at night on Saturday. It's actually technically Sunday, yeah. And I'm just now starting to pack. I didn't really mean to leave it to the last minute, but I ended up having hot chocolate and dinner with my friend Ivana, and it was a little spontaneous, so I didn't plan for that, but well worth it and so nice. And I haven't had a proper French European hot chocolate all winter, so I also left that to the last minute. No regrets. But now I have a lot of gifts down here that I have to pack in my suitcase, and I'm pretty much not really concerned about packing clothes. Like, actually I want to bring more clothes back anyways, so I'm thinking that I just wear like a winter coat or two just to keep me warm on the flight, and then I have a layover in London. So I mean, otherwise, like, most of the clothes that I have, I think, or that I'll pack, is just gonna be like a few things, and I want to leave room for clothes and other things that I want to bring back from LA. I feel like these past 4 months abroad have went by so fast, like just incredibly fast, and it's really bittersweet because a lot of my exchange student friends left to go back to their home countries, and so I was feeling a little bit sad and already a little bit lonely because the people that I've gone close with, well, not all of them, but some of them are leaving indefinitely. So it's quite sad, but at the same time, I'm really happy to be going home and be with my family and my friends. And I also know that next semester there'll be other exchange students, and even today I feel like I already made a new friend. So I know that with any luck I won't be lonely next semester, but I've gone so close and so attached to some of the people, my friends here, that I just can't imagine Paris without them. And who knows, I think our paths will cross again soon, one way or the other. And I definitely can't wait for some of my friends to visit me in LA when I come back. I think definitely in some other videos when I have more time to sit down and think, I want to kind of talk about some reflections of the past year, my time at school, some things that I would have done differently, some things that I learned, some things that I wouldn't have known beforehand. So in another video, when I have more time to sit and think and plan everything out, what I want to say, I'll definitely share that. But for now I have to pack, and oh my God, I really don't want to pack. But at the same time, I can't wait for my friends and family to see all the things that I brought back from Paris. So I'm in downtown LA. I have little gifts for my old work friends, and I'm wearing head-to-toe Raphael Delacroix.
And I know that, like,
oh my God, this weather is unreal. Unreal. It's like summer and warm here, and I'm so excited to see my friends and spend time with them, eating some lunch. Overall, it felt a bit surreal to be back home. I was so grateful, but it just felt so weird to have my life split between Paris and LA now. I was so grateful to have some family time, look at Christmas lights, and have some really good home-cooked food with my family. I think that's something that I miss the most. But overall, it just felt like LA was not my home anymore, and I was just someone who was coming to visit. So it was really nice to be home for the holidays, and I was really grateful.